everyone, and welcome back to the Meet the Maker series. This is a series on my YouTube channel which is all about amazing women who are doing incredible things in the areas of natural beauty, health, wellness and lifestyle. And this lady who I'm interviewing today is certainly no exception. Tanja is the founder of Max and Me, which is a high vibrational skincare range, which is absolutely phenomenal. And if you've ever followed me before, you'll know I am obsessed with their Circle of Protection body oil. It is seriously, seriously good. So thank you so much for joining me, Tanja.
It's such a pleasure to be here with you, Ailish, and with everybody who's watching. And I'm really delighted to share some glowing Max and Me insights. So let's dive into it.
Yes, of course. So I start off with this one question all the time with everybody because I'm fascinated by it. So what is your morning routine like?
Well, my morning routine has to be very short because I have a limited amount of time. I wake up the kids, I prepare breakfasts and snacks. I have to get them ready for school. So I try to get up really early and to carve out some meditation time for me. This is very important for me. And then I delve into my skincare ceremony. I still call it ceremony, although I have so little time for it because I think it's all the intention. And if you're very aware and present in the moment, you still can leave 5 minutes being very fulfilled and saturated and nourished. So I take our facial oil cleanser, Purity and Grace, and I splurge in it. I love its clearing talents. And I also do a little facial massage. I make sure to do that to amplify the microcirculation boosting talents it has. And I hold some acupressure points that are good for my skin. Then I steam it off with a hot towel. And afterwards, I reach for the I Am the Light face oil, which is my absolute favorite face oil of all. It's so full of radiance and luminance, and it really infuses that into my skin. And on some days when I feel very indulgent, when I have time, like in the holidays or on weekends, I make sure to add mask and wash, my absolute favorite, to my ritual. So that's basically it.
Oh, that sounds absolutely dreamy. And I love how you incorporate the word and I guess the idea of it being a ceremony into your busy schedule in the morning, because I think a lot of us forget to do that, especially if, say, you're a mum. You just kind of run around like a headless chicken. And then you're like, oh, you sometimes even forget to like wash your face and put your makeup on. So I think it's really nice to just be able to see that some people do manage to get it into their day and for it to be like those 2 minutes to themselves.
Yes, that's so important because throughout the day you can go back to these 2 minutes and the memory of it will still nourish you very much so.
Yeah, that's amazing. So for everybody who doesn't know about Max and Me, and can you tell us a little bit more about it and why you created it?
Yes, absolutely. So Max and Me, the me is me, Tanja, and Max is my husband. And we met through mutual friends and it was love at first sight. And it did not take us long to figure out that we were meant to meet and to envision and birth something that really brightens people and the world we live in. So we really founded our company on the premise of doing good. And we also wanted to create products that we could infuse with our knowledge of holistic living, of energetic healing, and of working with aromatherapy. So we birthed that skincare line, Max and Me, and it is a beautifully holistic, it is purely organic, and it is highly vibrant. So we wanted to take skincare to the next level with highly vibrant ingredients. And if you look at our story, where we come from, it is easily seen why we are where we are, because we both led childhoods in very pristine and pure and unspoiled surroundings. Me living near a huge wood, and I basically spent my whole childhood in that wood and in meadows with wildflowers, and I hugged trees, I gathered plants and berries, and from a very early age on, I just sensed that there was more to the plants than what beholds the eye. I could really feel that they have an energy and that I could interact with that energy. literally talk to them. So that was a very rich experience for me, a very beautiful one. And Max on his side, he grew up on a farm, so he was very much entwined with the land, Mother Earth, and the rhythms and the cycles of the land, and the seeding, the planting, the harvesting. So we both have that rich heritage of being connected to nature. And we carry that in our hearts, in our mind, and in our souls. So it was only too natural for us to step into green beauty. And the only way we could work with nature was in that pure and pristine way which we lived through in our childhood. So, and also we wanted to tap into that huge healing capacity which we felt were there. So, yeah.
That's amazing. And it's just so incredible because you can really, really feel the love that goes into these products, and the packaging and the design of them is just, absolutely phenomenal. And when you use the products themselves, you can really feel this high vibration that's going on. But for anybody that doesn't really know what high vibration skincare is, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, absolutely. High vibrations for us is really a wonderland because it has all it takes to give you that radiant, that long-lasting look from the inside out. So each and every atom in our universe radiates at a specific frequency, and you can measure that in hertz or in megahertz. And there is a very high vibration and a very low vibration. And the high vibration is generally associated to very positive attributes like love and harmony, sublime healing, life force recalibrating. So there has been a huge field of science and research over the past couple of years concerning high vibrations, and also concerning what high vibration does to plants and does to human beings. And actually it opens up a channel to healing, to self-healing. Talking about plants, that means that they are very much entwined with their own healing capacities. And talking about people, it means that you open up a large potency for self-healing. You ignite self-healing. So what we wanted to do, we birthed the skincare collection with ingredients that boast a very high and rare level of vibrancy. We love to call them lit from within because that's basically what happens. They hold so much light. Their light particles vibrate very quickly. And high vibrational ingredients, they are very gentle and but on the other hand, very potent, and they have a huge impact on the body's cellular level and on the biochemical processes because of the nature of vibrations. They do not stop skin deep, but they suffuse all that you are, reaching each and every cell, bodily tissue and organ, all your energetic centers, and working with them. So this is something really beautiful. To wrap it up, you could say that high vibrations really carve out the genius in ingredients, so they amplify their potency and their efficaciousness.
That sounds absolutely incredible. And it makes me want to just know, what are all these high vibration ingredients that you use, and how do you go about picking them? And I guess I'm asking 3 questions just because I got a bit excited. But it's like, how do you pick them? How do you know which ingredients are really high vibrational? And just can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, absolutely. I love that process of picking and sourcing ingredients. It's very important to us, and we do it meticulously. And we do also have a scientific advisory board with 2 doctors. And one of them is Austria's leading energy expert. And she's a genius in pinpointing together with us those ingredients that vibrate the highest. But first of all, and this is the most beautiful, it's intuition. We source ingredients worldwide. We travel, we meet farmers, distillers, and then we just feel what they hand us, what they give us into our hands. And it's so beautiful to feel that plant, to feel that essence, to feel that essential oil, and what it steers inside of you, how you feel when you hold it. And you immediately can feel high vibrations. They make you feel so, so good. And once this is done and we have picked our little farmers or distillers, we take the gems back home, and then we sit, we deeply meditate over them, and then we broaden the circle and we take on our energy expert, and she has a very good feeling, and together with her we evaluate those which we're going to take, and then we still measure them, because you can measure them in hertz, in megahertz.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. And
so it's
sorry, carry on.
It's just, I wanted to call it, it's such a beautiful word, because I wanted to call it like informed intuition. So we're working into it intuitively, but still we're tapping into science. So this is very beautiful to marry those two.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And it's so amazing that such thought and time and effort goes into these ingredients, and you really can tell from using the products that they are a step above and they are really incredible. So thank you so much for creating them and taking so much time and effort to do so. So why did you create your products, and what is so special about them?
Well, we wanted to embrace all that you are and not stop skin deep, but really see you in your wholeness. Like, we wanted to tap into the body's unique life energy system. And we wanted to create products that suffuse you with a beautiful flow of energy and bringing about shifts on a cellular level and on a subtle level, benefiting skin and soul likewise. So that is the beauty of it all for us, and that's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
Also, if you work with high vibrational and energetic wisdom, if you avail yourself of that corpus of knowledge that has been here since the beginning of mankind, because for indigenous people, Chinese medicine, Ayurveda, and people's medicine, the thought of beauty, energy, health has always been inextricably linked. So it's really fascinating. So with working with high vibrations, we expand our knowledge of the human body, and also we expand our knowledge of plant essences and how you can work with them.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely incredible. And I know that you're really into caring about the environment and making sure the products that are created are done so in like a really ethical and sustainable way. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you do that?
Yes, actually, it started when we birthed the manufactory. It started with building it, because the building materials, the working tools which we need to do our beautiful collection, also the furniture, everything had to be we sourced from a sustainable source and had to be organic, because we wanted to provide the most pristine and highly vibrant surroundings for creating, for formulating, and for hand planning everything. So that's where it started. And of course, a huge area is sourcing. We only source from very small farmers and distillers. We make sure to see how they work and that they work in a very sustainable way. Mm-hmm. And we are organically certified, meaning that all our ingredients are organic. So also these farmers and distillers that work organically, they have a certain intention, a certain attitude towards life, towards Mother Earth. So this is very important. And of course, also, we try to care for the logistics and also for waste management, everything. We think about being, leaving as less as a footprint, I hope this was correct English, as we can.
Yeah, it was correct English. And that is just phenomenal. And I know I've said it before, but it's just really amazing how you take so much time and effort and care so much about the environment, because there are so many brands that don't. And I think this is the way forward. And a lot more people are starting to wake up and realize that we need to care about the environment and we need to do something, which we want to enjoy these luxury products, but we also want to be able to do it in a holistic and sustainable way. And you're absolutely nailing that and just being phenomenal at it. So I wanted to touch on the energetic healing and kinesiology and aromatherapy that you have in your products. And I wanted to talk about how you do that, just because it's really, really fascinating for me.
Yes, actually, that's where we come from. That's our background. So when I was a young adult, having finished my studies at University of Economics, and then I worked in the creative field because I always had that creative vein. I wanted to create something. I felt a very strong pull after having worked for several years towards the Austrian Academy of Kinesiology. So I went there and I trained there for 3 years, and I was trained in energetic healing, in aromatherapy, and in kinesiology. And energetic healing works with the subtle body, which high vibrations do too. And kinesiology works with the wisdom of the body, which very much fascinates us, and we're working with this too. And aromatherapy for us, that was the base for everything, for our knowledge, but we just put the cherry on the top of the cake because we're not only working with like classical aromatherapy, but with energetic aromatherapy. There's so many different angles from which you can look at plants. So we wanted to add that energetic aromatherapy too, which is very beautiful, a very beautiful field of work.
Yeah, that's amazing. So how do you infuse, sorry, you just said something really interesting there about, and it's kind of gone out of my head, but it was really interesting. I wanted to ask you about it. And you said that you were infusing or using plant aromatherapy, but it was like aromatherapy, but with the energy side of the plants as well. Sorry, I got really excited about it and thought it was really interesting, and then it went all out of my head.
And this is just that you look at an essential oil and you try to tune in and see what it can do to your subtle body, what it can do to harmonize and regulate your chakras. Okay. Because we possess bodies that are not only energized and motivated by the oxygen we breathe, by the food we eat, by the things we put in our skin, but also by the forces of spirit and soul. So this is very beautiful. We have that 7 major energy centers in our body. We have energy distributing channels that nourish our bodily tissues, our cells, and our organs. And now it's very interesting to take one essential oil and see what can this essential oil do to these energy centers? How does it resonate with them? How does it work with them? And that's what we additionally look at.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And it kind of leads me on to my next question, really, because you also infuse science into your skincare to ensure that the ingredients in the products are working really hard for people and getting results. So can you tell me a little bit more about how you do this and who you've brought on board to help you achieve that?
Yes, absolutely. So we installed an advisory scientific board. So it consists of this beautiful energy expert, which I talked earlier about. She also has extensive knowledge in Chinese medicine. She's a naturopath. She's also an aromatherapist. And then again, there is a clinical doctor, a dermatologist with a very open, curious, and holistic mind. So both of them are very good in energy evaluating, in measuring, and in seeing what high vibrations can do to the human body, because both of them see patients each and every day, and both of them work with our skincare collection. So we can tap into a very big, broad corpus of experience and knowledge through them, and also they are at the pulse of time, at the pulse of science. So this is so enriching to sit together with them and to talk about their patients, talk about what people out there need, their needs are, their wishes are concerning their skin. And that's just amazing, pretty amazing. Yes.
Yeah, what a phenomenal board that you have, because you're just infusing everything that I love into one brand. And it just makes it so easy for me to fall in love with everything that you're doing and creating. And it does really, really work.
We're so lucky to have them on, and also lucky that they are so enamored with our collection. So that's, very grateful. for that.
Yeah, it's incredible. So just to wrap this up, I wanted to ask you, where can people find you if they would like to go and learn more about Max and me, and also what are your social media handles?
Well, they could visit us on Instagram. It's maxandme_oils. And then we're pretty much all over Europe in online shops or brick and mortar. We're in the United States in shops, and even in Australia. Yeah.
That's amazing. And sorry, what was the website? What was the website?
The website is maxandme.at for Austria.
Perfect. That's great. Well, thank you so much, Tanja, for taking time out of your extremely busy schedule to come and spend some time to talk about your skincare brand and everything that it encompasses. It's a really inspiring, it has been a really inspiring chat for me, and I've loved everything that you've talked about. So thank you so much again. And thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.
It's what you make it all.